So off the tip, it's New York. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Here's Anunoby. The kick out to right. Hart, wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Nesmith. Siakam, a screen on right. A nice shot by Nesmith.
Well, Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Here's Anunoby. Towns against Turner. 6 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. Off target from outside. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Here's Nesmith. And the Pacers another 3.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
Towns kicks to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Anunoby's got 5 points so far.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And stolen by Siakam. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Nesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Lets it fly. Nesmith can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well for the team, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Nesmith with the ball. He's got 9. Here's Halliburton. It's Nembhard on the wing. 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
And Wright kicks to Bridges. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Off on the layup. Indiana leading by 5. Nifty move. Right wing. Here's Nesmith. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anunoby, good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
They set the pick. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Anunoby. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And stolen by Anunoby. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Anunoby outside. Right outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Well, you love to see OG Anunoby be engaged on the offensive end. Boy, being rewarded for looking for his shot.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Anunoby has the open look. Nailed from three-point land. Anunoby's got 13 points.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Dadier in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York trailing. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Mathurin for 3. Knicks with the rebound. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Mathurin. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. Poked away. McBride with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Dadier. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep in the side. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. On deep, Brunson misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Indiana leading by 5. Halliburton for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. To the wing right side. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Knicks making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Isaiah Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for TJ McConnell. Brunson, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And there's the drive. Nembhard finds Turner over McBride. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brunson against Halliburton. Here's McBride. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Knocks it loose.
Pacers lead.
And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Achiuwa. And now it's Toppin running. He can go all the way. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is one of the things that makes Mathurin so exciting to watch, that ability to finish on alley-oops.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Robinson. Nails the baby hook. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Mathurin passes to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
Pacers leading by 6. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Turner for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pass to McBride. Outside for Robinson. New York moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Turner with the steal. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Halliburton for 3. And so it's Indiana in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court for Indiana. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low.
Call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Halliburton with it. Hart covering. It's Nembhard on the wing. Pass to Nesmith. Here's the 3. Bridges with the board. Knicks trail by 7. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Turner inside, defended by Towns. Offensive rebound. Takes it out to Siakam. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Here's Towns. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here's the fast break. The shot by Turner, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Anunoby, good.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his 3-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Nembhard with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Siakam a screen on Hart. Here's Nesmith. And again, unable to change momentum here. How about this one, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Turner for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one is on Towns. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
that he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Knocked loose. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Hart kicks to Achua. Back to Hart. Pass to Achua. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The shot missing. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. 8-point game. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for New York.
Second team shot.
Shepard's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shepard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns.
Love the hustle from Towns right there. Boy, engaged defensively.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Wright. Knicks trail by 6. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. No good on the 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Outside Turner. Pass to Siakam. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New York.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell's checked in. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Brunson scanning the floor. From deep. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
Robinson misses. Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. 2 on the clock. And he nails the jumper. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Pacers. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Toppin. Jackson setting the pick here for Toppin. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Knicks trail by 4. McBride finds Brunson. Back to McBride. To the right side. Towns, a screen on McConnell. On deep, Brunson. Pacers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. On the wing, Jackson. McConnell passes to Toppin. And then Toppin with the jam.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Pass to Brunson. Back to McBride. The kick out to Towns. Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Pacers lead 46.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Brunson the pass to Achua. Back to Brunson to tie it up. And again, New York with the triple.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Yep, it counts.
The shooting fundamentals are a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
Brunson with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Here's Kolek. Here's Brunson. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And here is Toppin. Ball's knocked loose. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Achua, no good. Indiana leading by 4. Halliburton for 3. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Indiana?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Toppin. And the Pacers another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Towns, a screen on Toppin. Achua. The dunk by Achua.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it showed.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Indiana making some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Neesmith in for T.J. McConnell. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Halliburton is screen on Towns. Goes up on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Takes the 3. Poked loose. And stolen by Anunoby. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Neesmith. Mathurin passes to Neesmith. Drills the three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And in the win,
court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. Really left him alone that time.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. The three. The Knicks with the rebound. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And slipping inside and then going for a strong finish, Bridges stuns the defense.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Here's Suggs, following the bucket by the Knicks. Wagner for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The coaching staff encouraging Wagner to take these quick hitting shots. They think it helps his confidence moving forward.
Anunoby on the take, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Hart. High post Towns. And stolen by Banchero. And he's going for the oop here. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Sinks the tray.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence. Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one's good.
They force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Suggs finds Caldwell-Pope. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Lets the three fly. The Knicks pull it in. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Now here's Carter. Over Towns. Carter can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Right outside. Second chance shot. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And there's Towns on the assist from Hart. Towns has gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Banchero. No points yet. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Hart. Pass to Towns. Takes the three. Towns can't get that one to fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Carroll with it. Hart covering. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Caldwell-Pope's got 7.
Confidence oozing out of Caldwell-Pope. Loves going to his floater from time to time, too.
Towns, right side. This one for 3. That shot off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Suggs finds Carter. Back to Suggs. Caldwell Pope with it. Pass to Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. And he gets it to go.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Anunoby. Hits the three-pointer. 5 points in the game. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. New York out in front. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled. And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Goga Bitadze. Then there's Anthony. And it's Black in at the point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Screen by Robinson. Oh, there's the alley!
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Kicks it out to Isaac. He tries for 3. Knocks down the long J. Isaac's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brunson passes to Robinson. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Bitadze marked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight. And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And the Knicks making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Isaac. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Brunson passes to Achua. Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Crafty move. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that. Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Black. Connects from downtown.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Screen by Robinson. And here's Brunson from the arc. To the left side wing. The 3-ball. And he buries his first look.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Black. Anthony outside.
2 minutes.
Down low. Achua with a steal. And here's Robinson. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance. And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
No one near him. Tucker, no good.
he has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level. Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Anthony misses. Knicks leading by 12. Outside Brunson. There's 37 seconds left in the second. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Brunson with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. A big group substitution here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Tucker. Bridges, he's checked in for McBride. And Wright subbed in for Brunson. Suggs against Wright. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Buries it from 3. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Now here's Bridges. Wright with the ball. Can't connect from short range. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks out in front, leading by 9. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fast court shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, it's been quite a game from Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Delon Wright. And it's Towns in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Magic trail by 9. It's stolen by Hart. For 3, Bridges. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. And it's powered home by Towns.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Suggs with it. Hard covering. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Anunoby for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Back to Wagner. Here's Banchero. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Knicks making a change here. Chua's checked in, and a change for the Magic. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Towns for three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Look, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Knicks leading by 13. Left side, Robinson. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Brunson misses. Magic trail by 10. Banchero outside. Pass to Black. The kick out to Banchero. The 3 is up. They get it again. Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the board.
Screen by Robinson. And here's Brunson from the arc. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Shots good by Black.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Knocks it loose. Outside Brunson. Robinson against Carter. Robinson on the wing. He's got 10. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 9. Here's Black. And there's the drive. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Towns on a screen. Lets it go from deep. Brunson misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Orlando again missing. Got it up. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Goga Bitadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Anthony. And it's Black in at the 1 spot.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Black passes to Bitadze. Kicks it out to Isaac. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. And the Magic making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Picked by Isaac. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Isaac.
You know, when he's got room to lift off, he's going to power home these alley-oops. Jonathan Isaac. Got to keep an eye on him, folks.
To the inside. Outside McBride. Drains the triple. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Out to the right wing. Kicks it out to Isaac. Pass to Harris. Uncovered. And it's New York with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The shot comes out. Magic trail by 3. Ben Carroll left side.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Can't hit that one. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Anunoby can't get it to go. Orlando has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Inside. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Outside Robinson. It's Bridges on the wing. Fires the 3. Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds in the game. To take the lead. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Bridges down low. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Back to Robinson. Anunoby against Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Anunoby passes to Robinson. There's the triple. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Robinson.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Back to Bridges. Shot from the low post is good.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
And the three-pointer goes.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Bridges outside. Bridges, a screen on Wagner. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Wagner with a screen on right. Back to Wagner. Suggs outside to take the lead with the drive. Oh, he nails it!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Anunoby. Count it!
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Wagner.
Yes! The young fella taking charge of the situation. Wagner gets the clutch bucket for his team. How sweet is that?
Anunoby passes to Towns. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Towns. To the paint. And he sinks it. And tie game! Huge basket right there. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Into the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 2, Miles Whitlock.
Now Anunoby. Outside McBride. Back to Anunoby. Review it. And the officials are headed to the scorer's table to review this one. Let's see what happens here. It'll be on to overtime if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed.
Yeah.
is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Here's Halliburton. To the wing on the left. Here's the screen. Neesmith can't get it to go. Here's Orlando now. Halliburton with the steal. Puts up a deep three. A nice shot by Neesmith.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wagner with it. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Carter against Turner, and stolen by Wagner. Here's Carter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. He was all alone on that one.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Shots good by Siakam.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
There's a screen. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Neesmith, and the Pacers another three.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Really left alone that time. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Magic trail by 4. The 3. The rebound by Turner. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Banchero inside. Turner covering. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Neesmith. Rebound by the Magic. And here is Suggs. Still scoreless. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
The Magic trail by 4. For the finish. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs.
Just an excellent all-around talent. Carter Jr. runs the floor with purpose.
A nice shot by Neesmith. Here's Suggs. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope knocks down the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Halliburton for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope with 2 seconds left, and it's good for 2. Caldwell Pope's got 11 points. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pacers lead by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so in the game for the Magic, Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. As Bitanze rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Isaac misses.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Driving inside. Toppin finds Halliburton. Walker with the screen for McConnell. Got a piece of it. Isaac with the steal. The 3 from Anthony. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Oh, a fantastic combo guard. Halliburton understands really how to score as well as distribute the rock.
They get it again.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
The Magic trail by 4. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Halliburton kicks to Walker. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Black. He's covered by McConnell.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Leading by 5. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Toppin. Halliburton against Anthony. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Offline with his 3. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Banchero, that's good.
And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
Halliburton passes to Walker. And the basket is good. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Indiana leading by 4. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Hits it from three-point range. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Anthony over to the left wing. Here's Bitadze. Toppin pulls it in.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Snatched up. Back to Halliburton. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Walker a screen on Banchero. Kick out to Walker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Carter. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Nesmith. Offensive rebound. Outside Turner. Indiana moving it around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Magic trail by 11. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Halliburton for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Halliburton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Carter finds Caldwell Pope. Pocket 6, launches it, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Nesmith. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Orlando. Black's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. And Siakam has it in the corner. And finished off by Siakam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Banchero to end the run. Another shot.
And you have to be impressed with Siakam's length, especially when you see him put it to use defensively.
Banchero, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Wagner. Sinks the three-pointer. Wagner's got 6 points.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. At one point, they led by 16. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 14.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Here's Wagner. That doesn't go either for Wagner. Pacers leading by 13. Siakam inside. Banchero's there. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Black kicks to Banchero. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Shots good by Siakam.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Black. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Halliburton outside. Over to the wing. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pacers. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Magic trail by 11. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Black is out there with Anthony. Then there's Banchero. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Mathurin with the ball. Working on Black. Here's McConnell. And too long on the shot.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Banchero. It's Black in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Pacers leading by 11. Puts it up for Walker. Taken away by Anthony. Down low. The jump hook. Back to Black. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Halliburton outside. Mathurin for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 8 rebounds in this game. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Bradley comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Well, you love a quick 3 points up the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
Bradley, that's for 2. Nembhard trying to free himself up. Bradley can't get it to go. Suggs dishes to Black. Banchero kicks to Wagner. And he banks in the layup. Wagner's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Bradley sets the pick for Halliburton. The lob to Bradley.
Oh, perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with good timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
To the paint. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
The Pacers making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Then for the Magic. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Harris.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Halliburton passes to Toppin. And he drives in. And Toppin throws it down.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Driving the lane. That one goes. Count it. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver at these moments. Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Halliburton, no good.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
There's Wagner with the three.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Halliburton. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
A nearly unblockable shot. You see how much confidence he has going to the turnaround.
For three, Caldwell-Pope. No good there. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Shepard with his screen for Halliburton. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Toppin, no one around him. No good with the triple. It's stolen. Driving to the basket. Here's Shepard. Can't get it to fall. And so the Pacers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. They've got DeLon Wright. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Towns. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Turner. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by Towns. Launches it. Hart pulls it in. And here's New York now. Towns with the ball. Turner covering. Pass to Wright. Hart from long range. Sinks it from distance.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Wright against Halliburton. Now here's Mathurin. Here's Turner from outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Left side Hart. Pass to Towns. The rebound by Turner.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Right, pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. And again, the Knicks missing. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Halliburton misses. Knicks trail by 6. Towns with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. 3-pointer, Bridges. Here's Towns. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Halliburton finds Mathurin. Siakam looking it over. Outside Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Here's the 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Wright driving inside. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Here's Halliburton. Siakam outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run. Pull-up jumper, such an essential part to Brunson's game.
Toppin against Achua. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Achua with the dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. There's Nesmith with the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Neesmith. Karl Anthony Towns, a terrific move.
And Towns can make this shot in his sleep. It's something the defense must guard closely.
Here's Toppin. Outside for McConnell. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From the arc. Another three for Indiana.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Towns outside. Brunson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's the Pacers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
So here are the five for New York as they start the second. Achua is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Back to Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Fires the three. And Brunson with the bucket. On the assist from Robinson. Brunson's got 6.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, right into that shot.
Robinson's defense is always a factor for him. And lately, he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, B.A., fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Achua with a screen on McConnell. And it's Brunson missing. Indiana leading by 5. McConnell with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
McConnell against Brunson. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Jackson. In transition, here they come. Achua with a steal. Outside Brunson. From behind the arc. Here's Robinson. Goes up again. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nimhart comes in for McConnell. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Neesmith on the wing. Checked by Tucker. Halliburton against Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Neesmith's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Looking to end the run. It's deflected. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by McBride. Knicks trail by 11. Brunson finds Achua. Outside McBride.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brunson against Halliburton. Lets a floater go. And Brunson with the lay-in. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Halliburton looking for an opening. That three's off the mark.
Oh boy, the spin move's tough to defend, but it's also difficult to stay in control on the release.
Well, the handles lost the defender, and the rest was all Jalen.
Brunson against Halliburton. There's Neesmith with the three. And it's New York with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Tucker, the pass to Robinson. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers leading by 6. Neesmith with it. Picked up by Tucker. Pass to Turner. Back to Neesmith. Launches a three. Indiana again missing. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tucker up again. Oh, that's offensive interference. Some changes for Indiana. Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Turner for 3. No luck on that one. Pass to Wright. And here's Anunoby.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Siakam for 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. A 3-point. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Halliburton. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Wright on the wing for 3. Pacers with a rebound. Turner's got rebound number 8 now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. From downtown, and Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Wright. Wright's got 3 assists tonight.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And here's Turner from the arc. Towns with a rebound. New York trailing. Outside Anunoby. Bridges outside for the lead. And again, New York with the triple.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
At the line for the Pacers,
And he sinks the second.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player. He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Halliburton outside. Siakam against Wright. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Over Hart. Hart with the defensive effort. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Bridges misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Fires from deep. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Mathurin's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Bridges on the attack. And an Obi for 3. New York again can't hit. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Siakam. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Bridges, a screen on Halliburton. Wright finds Bridges. And here's Anunoby. He's covered by Mathurin. They set the pick for 3. Bridges. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:31 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Outside Mathurin. Jacks up with 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Right outside. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Wright. Outside Anunoby. Now here's Hart to stop the drought. And the Knicks miss again. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. Here's Anunoby. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Anunoby. McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Tucker's checked in for New York. And no luck that time either. Knicks trail by 6. Brunson assertive on the take. That one goes. Count it. Brunson's got 13 now.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to McConnell. Outside Nesmith. Pass to McConnell. 5 on the clock. Back to Nesmith. Lets the 3 fly, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. That's tipped. Outside Achua. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Pacers. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's McBride in at the three. Back to Halliburton. Nesmith on the wing. McBride covers. Nesmith's shot is off.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Brunson against Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Towns for three. It's hauled in by McConnell. Indiana leading. And here's Toppin from the arc. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
McConnell right side. Halliburton outside. Takes it inside. Outside Nesmith. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Knicks trail by 5. And here's Brunson from the arc. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. Halliburton with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Nimhart, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Halliburton. There's the drive. Toppin inside. Anunoby covering. Toppin's shot is off. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Mathurin subbed in for Nesmith. Now here's McBride. Turner covers. Siakam against Robinson. Anunoby a screen on Mathurin. Brunson passes to McBride. Back to Brunson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Tucker. Outside Mathurin. There's the three. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists here tonight. And here's Brunson from the arc. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Miles McBride picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Robinson, a screen on Halliburton. And he lobs it up. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson's not going to waste that chance. The big man with a high percentage shot.
Halliburton against Brunson. Pass to Siakam. Oh, sweet move. Here's Turner. 6 to shoot. Spins. And the shot's good. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Wow. Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Back to Robinson. Outside McBride. Right side Brunson. Down low. Ooh, it's stolen away. Halliburton left side. On the wing, Mathurin. Fires the three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Siakam against Anunoby. Outside for Halliburton. No good from outside.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Offensive rebound. Here's Robinson. Yes!
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, of force in the paint.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his third foul of the game. Neesmith, he's checked in for Nembhard. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. Stolen by Anunoby.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Bridges outside. Brunson passes to Bridges. Shoots over Siakam. And it's in.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
So New York wins the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Wright. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Right. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Suggs. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
And Towns gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bridges misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Carter. Banked in. Off the glass.
Wendell Carter Jr., it matters not where he is on the floor, right? This guy's touch is excellent. Sometimes a nice inside shot, yeah, give me an easy 2.
It's Hart on the wing. A wide open look here for Wright, and it's off from three-point range. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thanks, David. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
The Magic again can't hit. New York leading by 3. Towns kicks to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Looking to end the run. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Orlando. Pass to Towns. Banchero against Hart. Here's Towns, and again it's New York.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
Banchero is screen on right. Suggs passes to Banchero. And that one, good. 8 points for Paolo Banchero.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Back to right. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Towns, wide open. Rebound by the Magic.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Offensive rebound. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir.
Here's Suggs. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for New York. Towns fires from way outside. Another miss by Towns. Orlando trailing here. Caldwell Pope with it. Bridges covering. Caldwell Pope pushes to Carter. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns. And a new group in for the Knicks. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
I love that Wendell Carter Jr. plays within himself. Take high percentage shots, get as many rebounds as you can.
Achua kicks to Towns. Dives to the hoop, and the dunk by Towns.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Connects from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far. He's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Both teams have it going. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
The Magic making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Tucker's checked in. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Bitadze. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. New York trailing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Inside, Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Wagner passes to Suggs. Back to Wagner. Pass to Bitadze. Banchero outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 11 points.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. There's a good screen. And the Knicks miss again. Magic leading by 4. Caldwell Pope outside. Crafty move, and that's 2 points on the layup. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
And it's Banchero missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, here's Achua. He's covered by Banchero. Throws it up high. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Tucker a screen. And Brunson, here we go. Here's Achua. Great defense that time from Banchero. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 4. Brunson right side. Robinson misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. 16 feet away. Pass to Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
So for the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. And a new group in for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for P.J. Tucker. Bridges, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. On the wing, Isaac. On the wing, Isaac. From deep. Rebounded by Hart. Anunoby outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 5 points so far. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
This is his first free throw of the game. Second free throw, no good.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. To the middle, and stolen by Wagner. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Knicks with the rebound. There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Orlando leading. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
New York shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Here's Wagner. It's Black in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. At the tip, and Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got 8.
Well, there's a level of athleticism and length, so Mikal Bridges works hard on the glass and good things happen.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Wright looking around, takes it inside. Wagner against Anunoby. Bridges outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Black in the post. Guarded by Wright. There's Wagner with the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stripped away. And then Carter with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
Hart finds Bridges. On the wing, Anunoby. The steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Carter against Hart, and the shot goes in. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 4. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. A nice shot by Black.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Towns, no luck. Magic leading by 3. Black kicks to Wagner. Cans it from downtown. Wagner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league. Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
The jump hook. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight. Right for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
This is the pace he wants to play at. Anthony finds his jumper off the bounce. Nicely done.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hart against Wagner. Hart the pass to Towns. And here we go. Bridges with the steal. Here's the break.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Wagner has screen on Bridges. And so it's Orlando in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Knicks trail by 9. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Isaac in its center. That's who's out there for Orlando. Banchero is screened for Suggs. And he drops it in from the low post.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs, so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Runs in the pass to McBride. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. And it's Bridges in for Landry Shamet. And it's Suggs missing. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Robinson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. DeLon Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Wagner against Anunoby. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Caldwell Pope with it. Now right defender. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby a screen on Caldwell Pope. Bridges.
But you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
There's the screen. Outside for Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bridges. Wright finds Anunoby. Pass to Robinson to tie it up. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Sinks the triple. And the Magic lead by 5.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. There's the drive. And then Anunoby And he's good on the 3-ball.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Caldwell Pope against Bridges. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Knicks trail by 4. And Wright kicks to Bridges. Anunoby, right side. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. Here's Anunoby. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And here is Suggs. And it's Banchero missing. Anunoby against Banchero. Towns, the pass to Hart. It's stolen by Carter. That's tipped. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. Towns, no luck. And it's Orlando's ball. They lead by 4. Banchero laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Wagner outside. And stolen by Wright. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at center, locking down the middle.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Halliburton misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Pure from three-point range.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell Pope lets it go.
Pass to Nesmith. Takes a three. Rebounded by Suggs. Here's Wagner. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives... Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. Suggs with some extra juice on that dunk.
Halliburton with the ball. Wagner picks him up. Neesmith passes to Siakam. Takes the three. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here are the Magic now. For three, Caldwell Pope, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Hey, you got to love that response. KCP not wasting any time getting those points back. Right back at him.
Neesmith on the wing, defended by Wagner. Orlando has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Confidence oozing out of Caldwell Pope. Loves going to his floater from time to time, too.
There's Neesmith with the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Shakes him. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton outside. Turner attacking. Nembhard outside. This one for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You know, to me, this is what you love seeing from Turner. The willingness to give the ball up and get his guys going.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Pass to Neesmith. 1:49 left to play in the first. Here's Turner and Carter with the block.
Wendell Carter Jr. at 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there. Impressive.
1:42 left now in the first quarter. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 2. Here's Turner. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
First team foul.
1:03 left in the first quarter here. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Clock at 6. 4-3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And Neesmith gets it to go.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
Suggs outside. Banchero outside. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Hits the front of the rim and out. The steal. Here's Caldwell Pope. It'll count. And that's not going to go. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Pacers out in front. Up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for the Pacers, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2, and it's Nesmith in at the 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. No good on the triple. For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. And if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Batase's checked in for Orlando. And here's Halliburton. No points so far. Here's Nembhard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Indiana has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. There's Nesmith with a 3. They get it back. Pass to Turner. Outside Nesmith. The 3 is up. On target from range. Nesmith's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
They get the rebound. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
The 3 from Suggs. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Outside Nesmith. For 3. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. Orlando has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Outside Nesmith. 4 on the clock. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Suggs. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. It's intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. The floater, and it's Suggs with the bucket inside. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
29 seconds left in the second. Kicks it out to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Batase. Turner covers, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the half. Here's Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. And here's Toppin from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Toppin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Suggs surveys the D. Here's Wagner. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
31. And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4 spot. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Outside Matherin. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Here's Toppin into the lane. Suggs against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. The 3. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Suggs with a drive. Misses in close. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And Siakam gets it to go.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits. Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Just 5 to shoot. Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. Orlando is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Indiana leading. Pass to Matherin. The 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Matherin's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with each made 3, Matherin's confidence rises, an encouraging sign.
2 points. That one goes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Halliburton against Suggs. Lets it go from the wing. Siakam, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Siakam. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. No one covering. Toppin's got 4 points this quarter. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. For three, Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. For three, Mathurin. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. Caldwell Pope's got 17 points.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
From deep. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Caldwell Pope. The pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Halliburton. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Caldwell Pope's got 20.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Back to Banchero. Now here's Caldwell Pope. 20 points for him. Shot clock at 3. Wagner for 3. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with a rebound. Gathering a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Halliburton. Misses the layup.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. TJ McConnell is out there with Shepard, and it's Neesmith in at the 3. Black, no good. Indiana leading by 3. Here's Shepard. Pass to Neesmith. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Black. Well, the Magic's shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's De Silva over Turner. And Toppin pulls it down. Puts up a 3. McConnell. It's good on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Anthony finds Carter. Off the mark there with a 3. Turner for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Indiana has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. McConnell left side. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Anthony. Up top, Neesmith. Pass to Turner. Up and over Carter. Turner, no good. Magic trail by 6. In transition, the Magic on the run. De Silva with the bucket.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Here's Toppin. Here's Shepard. Outside Neesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. Neesmith's shot is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Fade away. Carter can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 4. Toppin, a screen on Anthony. Toppin outside. On the take. Outside for McConnell. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
So both teams changing it up here.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
There's Neesmith with the three. Orlando grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 23.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
To the inside to tie it up. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Suggs against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard from outside the arc. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Magic trail by 3. From behind the arc. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Nembhard outside, going inside. Cash!
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
To the wing, right side. Turner passes to Nembhard. There's a screen by Turner. Over to the wing from the arc. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
Suggs finds Banchero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly. Money. 8 seconds left in the game. And here's Turner from the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for...